Feed my Frankenstein. Hello and welcome again to this thing that I'm still doing. When will I stop doing it? Never! Actually, when I run out of things to do. Anyway, we're gonna ponder weapons for a while. Which weapon should I use? These are all weapons I'm going to regret using. A regrettable decision that I chose these weapons. Not sure why I left this bit in actually, because after I die the first time, I change weapons off screen. Anyway, the gorge. Gorge yourself on this gorgeous gorge. Very tricky game, very tricky. There's one behind us. Wait, this level is functionally identical to one in Global Defense Force, and probably 2017 as well. Remember, it looked just like this, except the those bullets weren't quite so deadly. See, that ant tried to bite me. They do bite sometimes. So I think it tried to. It looked like it tried to. Anyway, that was a cluster grenade thing again. The firecracker it's called in Global Defense Force. That weapon is explained as literally a repurposed firework in that game. Anyway, let's take this tank and go away! Getting out of the gorge is quite important. We cannot stand up against those walkers at close range. Especially with ants bearing down at us. Anyway, this isn't the proper run at the level. I'm gonna die quite soon. I left this bit in though, for a very specific reason. Whee! Yes, awesome tank stunts. Also, another thing, at some point I said that the walkers don't ever seem to do their missile attack. I even wondered if it was something that they added to Global Defense Force. It is not. There's simply a reason for that. In order for the walkers to activate their missile attack, they have to get stuck. You have to be in an inaccessible place where they cannot see you and they cannot walk towards you. This is a child's play when you're the Pale Wing. I blew myself up there. As the Pale Wing can fly on top of buildings and fly into places in the sky where the walkers can't get you, which makes them activate their missile attack much more easy. Anyway, sensible weapons now. Well, a sensible weapon and a terrible weapon. It's a sad thing that the flamethrowers, even this high level flamethrower that I had equipped a moment ago but now switched out for an actual useful gun, are irredeemably terrible in this game. On this difficulty level, you'll see later just how many flamethrower shots it takes to actually kill an ant. I used up all my flamethrower ammo and it didn't even kill one ant. This is the best flamethrower we have. It's just not good. It's just not a practical weapon, it just doesn't do enough damage. This is very sad because it's a mother-loving flamethrower. And if there's anything I love more than rocket launchers, it's flamethrowers. Not in this game though. When I finally do my jaunt, my stroll through easy mode with all these weapons I've unlocked, probably before I do Inferno mode, mainly because I'm going to need as much health as I can get to do Inferno mode in this game. But when I do that, I'm going to totally equip a flamethrower. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, because all the enemies will actually die to it. Anyhow, keeping on the move in this level is very important. It's always very important in this game. If you stand still, you get acid in your face. But doubly so in this level, because you not only get acid in your face, but you also get missiles on your head. And that is not a good combination of things to happen to your face or your head. So those missiles are still flying. One of the walkers has worked out how to climb up. I think it probably got to a ramp. It's coming at us. I'm fairly sure they can't just straight up walk up the walls of the canyon. Otherwise they wouldn't be firing at me. The ant was pushing me with its face. Well, yes, last time I mentioned that this game was built using the Robot Alchemic Drive game engine. Interesting point of fact, Bikini Samurai Squad also made using the same engine by a different company, I think. They probably licensed it off Sandlot. Some complicated nonsense like that. See, that ant's got the full force of an entire clip of flamethrower ammo, and it is no worse the wear. Well, it's dead now because I shot it with my bullets. Still, don't use the flamethrowers on the higher difficulties, you will not do well. So another thing to note. What was the thing that I was going to note? I should have taken a note of it. Oh yes, I mentioned how they thought that this game was too good for the Simple 2000 series. After a quick look on Wikipedia to see if I was full of bullshit or not in the last video, turns out I sort of am, but not completely. There were 3D games, but nothing as impressive as this one, with as much content. Whereas this game does have quite a lot of content, and there's lots of difficulty modes. There's 25 levels. I mean, 25 levels, they're fairly short levels, but that's quite a lot for a game, I suppose. You can play through a difficulty level in 2 hours, but this game is very replayable. But anyway, they finally got their wish with the 360 Earth Defense Force game. Actually put it on a separate label. They put an X at the end and charged a bit more for it. So those people finally won out with their "you've got to charge more for this wonderful game." They also did exactly the same thing for the 360 Bikini Samurai Squad. I know that's not its actual name, I cannot pronounce its actual name in Japanese. It's like the Chiku Boyugan, or however you pronounce the Japanese name of this series. Literally means the Earth Defense Force in English. All of the Simple 2000 games have the at the start of them. Well, the Japanese for the anyway. See, they're biting, they're totally biting, they still bite. They definitely don't do that in the lower difficulty modes. That is reserved for red ants. Wait, what is this level? Is this the second level? Oh god, I remember this. Okay, I made some bad decisions with weapon choices when I recorded this. I bought a volcano, which by this point in the Let's Play, you probably noticed how the volcano series of weapons are incredibly slow moving. And on higher difficulty levels, these sources actually seem to shift around a bit more. The more difficult the level, the more they move around, the faster they are, the more lasers they fire. The Volcano 6A is useless for shooting them. And if it does hit, it doesn't even take them out in one. the SRX missile launcher I've got equipped here is much better, although as ever it fires like 20 rockets all home in on one guy. Handy in a completely non-helpful way. Anyway, it's going to be quite a while of me rolling around trying to kill these last saucers. Okay, we need drastic measures to liven this up. So it's recorded before I put up the first monster attack video. Hopefully in the thread you haven't all told me not to tell jokes. Put the joke book away, Mr. Philby. Stop that. I hope you haven't said that, otherwise I might have to re-record this. Anyway, I've got my biggest ever Tim Vine joke book here. There's over 1,000 fantastic gags according to the cover. It actually has 1,001. So it's not lying. Anyway, each joke is numbered from 1 to 1,001. And I have here a random number generator. Let's have fun with random numbers. Generate. Result 100. Really? Wow. Okay then, let me just prepare myself for funny jokes time. Ahem. Joke number 100 is: I'm against the arms race. It's bad for your elbows. Once again, a brief pause to use a laugh like Brian Blessed does. Heartily, long, and very loudly. See the SRX? The weapon I should be using to actually killing saucers. I am determined to kill at least one of them with the Volcano 6A. I'm still at it. This does not make for an entertaining video. What was I thinking? At least there aren't any capture errors yet. Anyway, back to the random number generator. Let's see, random.org is what I'm using. Set the minimum number and the maximum number. It's very handy. Generate 26. 26. You're getting lots of low numbers. Let's see here. Joke number 26. I saw this extinct bird with a hunchback. It was a quasi-dodo. I'll just give you a minute to retrieve yourself from the floor, which you are no doubt rolling about upon. Still got a little while. Screw it. Random number generator. I'm enjoying this. This is good commentary. For sure. 814. 814. Let's see here. See. Joke number 118. So I was mucking about in a lesson, and the teacher made me stand outside. I was petrified. It was a flying lesson. Okay, I'll put the joke book away for now. Next time I manage to record an astonishingly boring segment though, you're gonna have to listen to more of them. See what this does to my viewing figures. I suspect it will affect it in a negative manner. Anyway, finally did it. That's it. Hooray!